All right, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. It's your boy C Wills, man. I got two special guests with me. To my left,
Ravon Reddick, you feel me?
I had to think about what the fuck my left and my right was. I was like,
I questioned that shit myself. I was like, hold up, am I over here?
It's the Twix.
Am I on the left, nigga?
No. Okay,
Left.
I got it.
That's the left Twix, right?
Fucked up my logistics.
That's the left Twix.
What you mean?
Yo, you said what you mean? That's the left Twix or the right Twix.
But to my left, I got my boy.
Ravon Reddick, you feel me? That's Ravon on the gram, you feel me? RAVON REDDICK, man. Follow the kid. New music, merch, you know what I'm saying? All
Everything. I'm gonna have all his information in the description below. You can check it out. To my right, I got my cousin.
Sade. That's my name. Sade Essencia is my Instagram. Our channel is Ravon and Sade. We'll be posting new videos soon.
Definitely go check
Look
that
out
out,
for that.
please. And I'm gonna have that in the description below. So today we're gonna get into a video called 10 Facts that will ruin your childhood. So let's see if any of these facts definitely fits me. I had a very fun, hilarious childhood growing up.
Same.
What about you?
I'm a rapper, bro. We all got I'm gonna give it a beat.
All right, so we're gonna get into this video, man. We're gonna see what this shit on is about. Top 10.
We all have happy memories of our childhoods, but what if I told you some of those are based on total lies? Whether it's a book, a film, or a TV show you loved as a kid. Or maybe just a general fact about your childhood you've always thought back on. A lot of these are total lies and farces, and there are some very dark secrets behind things which made your childhood what it was. I'm Charlie, and today we're going to look at facts that will ruin your childhood. Strap in, because we're going on a nostalgia trip. But first, subscribe and press the notification bell.
And do the same for my channel,
Walt
please.
Disney. In the 1920s, Walter Disney made Disney. Since then, Disney's gone on to make some of the best kids' movies of all time. They also have kids' theme parks and things every kid loved in their childhood. But most people don't know that Walt Disney had a dark past. It's said that Walt Disney did not like Jewish people very much at all. He was also a founding member of the Motion Picture Alliance. This group allegedly had many privately anti-Semitic members. In 2014, actress Meryl Streep even said that he was an anti-Semite and misogynist. This claim was even backed up by Walt's grandniece, Abigail Disney. Also, some of his movies, for example Song of the South, have been criticized by the NAACP, that is for perpetuating African-American stereotypes. It's kind of crazy to look back at someone who made such great childhood films in this light. But what do you think? Does this ruin Disney for you, or not? Mr. Mosby.
I'm gonna keep it 100. They ain't do nothing for my childhood.
Mm.
They ain't ruin
That's
nothing.
because they going too technical and deep into that shit.
Yeah, that ain't ruin nothing. Like, I don't care about any of that. They ain't mess up none, no cartoons that I like, nothing.
If you're a 90s kid, I'm sure you remember
Zack
The
and
Sweet
Cody.
Life of Zack and Cody. And then the later series, The Sweet Life on Deck. Many say that their favourite character in these shows was Mr. Mosby. Marion Mosby, better known as Mr. Mosby, was portrayed by Phil Lewis. But before the show aired, the actor Phil Lewis had a pretty dark past. In December of 1991, he was arrested after striking Isabel Duerte with his car. This caused Isabel of Bethesda, Maryland to pass away. He was charged with manslaughter and driving while intoxicated. His blood alcohol level was 3 times the legal limit. A court sentenced him to 5 years in prison, but he only served 1. Instead, he began working with a prison-based theatre group. He performed in jails, schools, and churches to highlight the consequences of alcohol abuse. Of course, he's now moved on and is a successful actor, but I'm pretty sure no kids watching his TV shows realised his dark past. Frankly, I'm surprised his sentence was...
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That didn't do anything.
No.
I'm gonna say this. I
Turn
never
his life
really
around.
watched Zack and
Right.
Cody like that, bro. But like I did, you know what I'm saying? When it was on, my little sisters and shit was watching it. I never knew that about that dude. Yo, he killed somebody.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that about that dude either.
Yeah,
messed
It is
up.
messed up that he did that.
But he
You know
turned his
what?
life around.
Exactly. He did turn his life around,
Yeah, he did turn his life around.
and it wasn't. It was a stupid thing he did. It was just drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it
Don't
wasn't.
drink and drive.
Yeah.
Don't.
But nah, I really feel like that they really like just trying to ruin people's lives with this video.
Yeah.
There's two people that they try to
Yeah.
talk to them, but that's not their life is not taken away from my childhood,
Right?
Because they did something with their life.
Lenient, considering that Isabel passed away due to his driving.
I used to crack up with that joke.
Cowardly Lion. We all remember the movie and story of The Wizard of Oz, and one of the main characters in it is the Cowardly Lion. But did you know that the lion costume in The Wizard of Oz is made of real lion hair? That's right, a lion had to be hunted down and taken out to get this costume. That kind of makes the whole thing pretty creepy. The actor was literally dressed in a deceased lion to play a lion. Recently, the costume was sold for more than $3 million at an auction in New York City. But it attracted a lot of controversy because it is a real lion. The costume, worn by actor Burt Layer, weighed over 100 pounds. Lions are now an endangered species around the world. So does this fact ruin The Wizard of Oz for you, or not? Elmo. I'm pretty sure every kid watched Sesame Street growing up. We loved all of the characters, especially the main character, Elmo. But many don't know the man behind Elmo. That is a puppeteer and actor named Kevin Clash. He performed and voiced Elmo from 1985 to 2012. But why did he stop in 2012? Well, in November of 2012, a man named Sheldon Stevens alleged something against Kevin. He said that while he was underage, him and Kevin had an inappropriate relationship. Kevin acknowledged this and said it was between consenting adults. But 2 weeks later, another accuser came forward to talk about Kevin. That is someone named Cecil Singleton. Kevin then resigned from Sesame Street, and 3 claims were brought against him in court. In 2013, these claims were all dismissed by the court. That's because they were way past the statute of limitations. Do you guys believe Kevin, or do you believe the accusers? And does this change the way you see the character of Elmo? I feel bad for Kevin if he did nothing wrong. But if he did do these things, then he gets no sympathy from me.
Honestly, I never really watched Elmo.
Peter Pan.
Not as much.
We all know and love the story of Peter Pan, but when you think about it, a boy who never grows up is kind of a strange premise. Where did it come from? Well, we can look to the character's creator, J.M. Barrie. J.M. Barrie has actually revealed the origin of the Peter Pan character, and it's something that recent makers of Peter Pan movies have tried to cover up. Peter Pan is actually based off of J.M. Barrie's 13-year-old brother. He cracked his skull and passed away while ice skating. And that's why J.M. Barrie wrote about a boy who never grows old. This makes the whole character a lot more creepy. That's right, the reason why Peter Pan can't grow older is because he's not alive. Blue Ranger. As a kid, I'm sure you watched the Power Rangers. But do you know who's behind those helmets and colourful suits? Well, one of those people was David Yost. He played the character of Billy, the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers. Sadly, he left his role, but why? Well, he said it's because he was actually bullied by the crew members and cast. That is because he was gay. Later, this bullying even caused him to go to conversion therapy because he was so sad. He said, "I put myself through conversion therapy because I didn't want to be gay. I really struggled and struggled and struggled with it. I sort of had to start the process of learning to accept myself, which was very difficult. It took me many years after the fact. So it's pretty sad to learn that these terrible things were going on the set of Power Rangers. It seemed all happy to us as kids, but behind the camera that's not what was taking place. We never knew these seemingly heroic and powerful characters were bullying and getting bullied on the set." Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is one of the greatest children's authors to ever live. But many don't know about his dark side. Researchers now say Dr. Seuss may have been prejudiced against African Americans and Asian Americans. They criticize the drawings of a Chinese man in the story and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street. In the book If I Ran a Zoo, a man also says he would put a person of colour wearing a turban on display. But if you don't think that's bad, then you should really hear about Dr. Seuss's wife. Dr. Seuss actually cheated on his wife, Helen Palmer, and he did this while she was sick with cancer. As a result of this, Helen took her own life. She did this by taking too many pills. Her final note read, "I'm too old and enmeshed in everything you do and are." She said, "I cannot conceive of life without you. My going will leave quite a rumour. But you can say I was overworked and overwrought. Your reputation with your friends and fans will not be harmed." So even though she took her own life, she still did not want to expose what Dr. Seuss had done. Red Ranger. We've already covered how the Blue Ranger was bullied for being gay on set. But he isn't the only Power Ranger who will ruin your childhood. Ricardo Mendia played the Red Ranger, and in 2015 he was arrested after taking the life of his roommate Joshua Sutter. This was after Ricardo used a Conan the Barbarian medieval sword on him. That's right, he literally took his own roommate's life with a medieval sword. It's said this happened because of an argument over Ricardo's girlfriend. In 2017, Ricardo pled guilty to 1 count of voluntary manslaughter, and later that year he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. This changes the way I'll see Red Ranger forever. Ferris Bueller. Every kid, and frankly adult, loves the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It stars Matthew Broderick, and he's also been in many other great films. But did you know about his dark past?
And you only got to do 80% of that before you get out on probation.
And he only got 6 years.
6 years. He probably only did 4 years and was on
Girl,
probation.
Probably did 3, bro, because he was a Power Ranger, bro.
I got a cousin that's in prison right now that's haven't even been found guilty.
They didn't
She
even
just
say
been
how
sitting
much
in
time
prison
he did, though.
for 3 years. Huh?
They didn't even say how much time he did. They said he was sentenced, so he probably did no time, bro.
He probably did no time. And because
he's
he's
fucking mental institution.
that's crazy.
Bro, because he used a medieval sword, bro.
that's crazy.
Yeah, cousin was sitting in there for 3 years.
For 3 years,
No reason.
she ain't even sentenced yet. She's been sitting in prison for 3 years.
And no trial, no.
Just
No.
sitting there.
Just sitting there. It's crazy. This nigga killed somebody with a medieval sword. And he did it on purpose.
On
'cause they was
purpose.
arguing.
Because it's a girl. Because he hit his joint, bro.
It was planned.
That's
Dudes
the
gotta stop being so sensitive about that.
exactly that's it. But that's the double standards we have in America. For an example.
1987, he was driving in Northern Ireland. That was when he crossed into the wrong lane. He
just
then collided head-on with a 28-year-old woman named Anna Gallagher and her mother. Both of them were taken out instantly. Matthew also fractured his leg and ribs in the crash. He was charged with taking a life by dangerous driving. He was facing up to 5 years in prison, but instead got off with a $100 fine. The victim's son and brother called it a travesty of justice. Lion King. Everyone knows and loves the Lion King movie, and I'm pretty sure as kids our favourite character was Simba. This movie was released in 1994, and the average lifespan of a lion is 15 years. This means if Simba from The Lion King was real, he probably would have passed away back in 2009. And now in 2020 he would almost definitely not be alive. It's pretty sad to think that in real terms our favourite kids movie characters would no longer be alive. But thankfully they're kept alive forever on the silver screen, even if they do have some pretty dark backstories. Let me know in the comments, have any of these facts ruined any TV show, book or movie for you? If they did, then I'm sorry for ruining your childhood memories. Personally, I think the thing that makes me the most surprised is what Mr. Mosby did. Of course, the actor Phil Lewis did not mean to do that, so we can't blame him too much. But he still was driving while under the influence. And of course, he has now turned his life around and is beloved. But it's still a pretty dark backstory, not many people know about this very popular actor. But now it's time for you to make your voice heard. Vote in the poll in the top right corner for the fact that ruined your childhood most. If you want some more amazing videos, then subscribe to my second channel. But as always,
I ain't even watched that Power Ranger anyway. Like, I watched the beginning when I was a kid, bro. That was 2015. I don't even know.
Oh, was that the 2015 one?
That's what they said. Yeah, they said 2015. I've never even seen that dude before.
I tell you what messed me up though was from the old Power Rangers.
Oh,
It didn't ruin my childhood, but the Yellow Ranger, the Asian girl,
yeah,
she died in a car accident.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That when I found that out, I was like, oh man,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
that one was
Right.
right.
Yeah, she passed away.
She passed away young too.
Man.
I think they were still filming. I mean, Power Rangers still. I don't even think they was done filming like the Power Rangers when she passed away. But that was crazy. Now that didn't ruin my childhood, but that was like damn,
That was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, that was sad.
Because I liked all the Power Rangers. Yeah, that's crazy. That his was Mr. Mosby, who accidentally killed somebody.
He accidentally killed somebody.
While drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving like a dickhead. He shouldn't have been.
Mm-hmm.
How many years? How many years did they give him?
They sentenced him to what? Was it 6? And
He
then
did
he only
5 or
did. He did
something
one.
like
He
that?
did one.
He did one and then have
like 6.
probation?
Something
Something like that.
Or 4. Some crazy shit, bro.
But this other dude,
This other dude
He
took a
killed
medieval
somebody.
sword off the wall
His roommate.
and hacked this man, hacked his roommate.
Cut his body.
Cut his body, bro, with a medieval sword, bro.
that's lunatic shit.
That's crazy, bro.
That is
Completed
lunatic.
insanity, probably.
And he ain't get no time.
And nigga was probably talking about morphine as he was doing this shit.
That nigga said it's moving time.
It's morphine time.
That nigga said grab that sword, nigga. You said it's morphin' time, nigga. You hit my jaw, nigga. Oh, nah.
What's the nigga that be the cloud? What's the cloud at the end of 2? What's his name? Zordon.
Oh,
Zordon.
the cloud up in the 2 years of cloud, right?
The cloud. Cloud at the end of
I never knew what he
2.
was, bro.
It was
Like,
like
he
a
a
cloud,
bro.
And they had the little robot.
Yeah,
What was the robot name?
shit, they had the little robot John, bro. I remember
Power
the robot,
Rangers.
bro. Yeah, I remember that,
Rangers,
bro.
Rangers. That shit was funny as
Yo,
hell, boy.
He said it's morphin' time and grabbed his sword and
Started stabbing my man with a girl.
sliced my man up.
She was probably not even that cute. Probably
300 shit.
Probably
She was skinny as
skinny,
hell.
already cheating on him.
Skinny.
Then cheating on the boy, probably with the Blue Ranger. Blue Ranger was probably back there. You niggas want to call me gay?
The blue
Ah!
with the
Gay
blue
this.
ranger,
Yeah.
bro. The blue and the white ranger. I had the menage with her. Man. He was mad.
Blue Ranger banging her brains up.
He said, nigga, I seen y'all on set. It's morphin' time.
More of the time, pour this medieval sword out.
Pull the
So
sword
crazy
out, bro.
shit, man.
He said,
That's
Zordon, I got this
crazy.
nigga. I'm sorry, Zordon. I got to get this nigga, bro. I ain't gonna make it the next episode, fam.
That's
I'm
crazy,
taking this
man.
dude out.
Wherever that dude is, rest in peace, man. That's a horrible death,
That's
man.
a-
Condolences to his family for
You
sure.
you got killed by a medieval sword in 2015,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Over a chick. That's wild.
Over a girl, bro. Y'all, man, y'all gotta stop being so sensitive about that, bro. If your girl get hit, bro, she ain't for you. That's it.
Dang.
Move on.
That's it. Just
Move it.
move on, bro. That's it, bro.
Vice versa,
Listen,
same for
man.
the girls. Huh? What'd you say?
I ain't say nothing. man.
Ah.
I ain't say nothing.
Anyway, man. We
Catch
got,
our vlog though, man. Sade and Ravon. That joint is coming soon. Ravon and Sade, however you want to
Yeah,
say
you
it.
better put that in there.
Stick up and there, you know what I'm saying? It's coming soon. My
I'm
man
gonna rewatch
Chris,
this video and hear what you said, by the way.
Oh damn.
Oh,
man,
Yeah.
of course.
No editing.
Of course, I forgot we was recording, bro.
Yeah.
But my man Chris could edit that joint now.
Yeah, you know I got it.
Flash the double R on this screen. You feel me? Flash the double R.
I got it. Anyway, man, thanks for watching, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if any of these top 10s ruined your life. And if not, which one that did ruin your life when you did hear about something. Let me know, because it probably affected me too, and I just haven't heard about it yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, check them out. I'm gonna leave all their information in the description below. I'm hungry. You see my Uncle Chuck ruin our video a little bit. Jumped in, was like, "Come eat." You know what I'm saying? We gotta go. We gotta go eat. We gotta go eat that
The
joint.
sauce, the red
So-
and the white.
Family ties.
Exactly.
Let's
You know what I'm
get it,
saying? So
baby.
we're gonna come back with another video later on. Stay tuned. Check it out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.